Which is also most likely the escalator going the wrong way. Okay. So yeah, now we've actually finished the first objective, which, as Bernie said, would allow us to move on, but I'm actually going to finish all of these completely. All the way to gold. So, tortoises. Tiny things. They don't really need a lot. They'll have a lot of babies that will never age because they take like, what, 22 years to grow up, I think. Which, good luck waiting for 22 years for those kids to grow up. Some sand maybe? Here. I can't add water. Normally I'd add water for these guys, but I can't do that. So, as I said, a lot of food and a lot of water, because otherwise they're all gonna die. Funnily enough, tortoises need a huge amount of shelter. I'm gonna see if this is enough. Yeah. Once they have babies, you need like 10 of these shelters. It's horrible. And I never quite understood why, but it's how it's been programmed into the game, so just gotta live with it. And I dare say they're gonna be a little cold, aren't they? What temperatures do you like? How far down is the temperature allowed to drop? Okay. So I think, just to be safe, we're gonna put in some heaters. And I'll lower the radius actually. How small is that? That seems okay. I'll just... no, I wanted to copy it. Oh, that's so small. That's a little bit too small. Let's see how big this gets. 14 maybe? 15? Okay, that seems fair enough. Let's say like 26 degrees. And then we'll place another one over here. Probably have to make it a little smaller. Because we don't want to make any of the other habitats too warm, in case we put our animals from other climate zones in there. That seems comfortable. Next we're just gonna lower these underneath the ground. They'll still work, but people won't have to look at them. And more importantly, we won't have to look at them. Also, Planet Zoo, the one game and the one zoo where guests will complain if the tickets are too cheap. Don't ask me why, but they do that a lot. Right. Tropical. Africa. Just as a note, because I just noticed that we've reached the 30-minute mark, I will be recording all of these scenario zoos at once. So I won't be taking breaks in between, and I'll just cut them however it seems the most logical. For the normal, for the other planet, which is the franchise zoos, I'll actually try to do like 20-minute episodes, I suppose, 20-25 minutes. But here, these are just gonna be, maybe I'll cut it at where the bronze zoo started, where we finished bronze and we started with the next one. I guess I'll just cut it from objective to objective. That should be the best idea. So, we're actually already in episode 2. If that's how I'm gonna do it. I think is gonna be how I'll do it. Just gonna make this place look a little more realistic. Can you use the enrichment? Yes, they can. Perfect. Enrichments make your animals more happy, so you want to make sure you have them. Okay. So now that we've finished management for the bronze level, let's take a look at what we need. 2 exhibit species, 5 habitat species, and an overall staff happiness of at least 75%. Okay, so we can use this tiny space here to place an exhibit. I think it's almost perfect for that. There we go. Exhibits are pretty simple. All you need is a zookeeper. We'll actually get some more of those now that the zoo is growing. Okay, let's see what animals we can get. I'm gonna go for snakes, because those live long and I don't want to replace the animals every 2 seconds. Okay. Lena and Esmeralda. Let's just set the temperature up until they're actually okay with it. This is pretty much all you have to do. Make sure the temperature is right and change the layout when you can. For that you have to do research, so you won't be able to do it right away. And then just add the obligatory donation boxes. Where are they? There we go. Make sure to donate, people. There we go. That's our first exhibit. No, I don't think there are any exhibits with animals that would fit this biome. So we're just gonna have a lot of snakes. But that's fine. I'll put the other one here. Let's pick up some anacondas. The reason why I'm always getting 2 males or 2 females is because I don't want them to breed. Because then we'll have 1,000 tiny snakes that I will all have to sell manually. And like, it is a good idea if you want to get money through breeding snakes, but in general it's not the best idea. If you're not if you don't need money or anything like that, you can totally go without it. Yep, there we go. Okay. So now we'll actually have to wait to get some vet research completed. Because otherwise all our animals are gonna hate us. Like, slightly better food quality is pretty much a basic requirement. Oh, let's take a look. I didn't even know we got babies. Let's just take a look at those. Okay, well, you are hard to see because you're in the cave and it's dark, but hello, Tyson. Yep, aren't you a cutie? Yes, I know. Open your eyes so that I can take a nice picture. There we go. Some of those pictures will end up as the thumbnails. Just so you know, it's gonna be a lot of pictures of wolves in the rain, apparently. We also have a baby bisons, but it's so dark right now that you literally can't tell anything other than that they're alive. There's one. Is that him? Yep. Seems like we only have one so far. William. Male. Okay. Oh. There's the second one. Is it you? Yep. Emma. Hello, Emma. Nice to meet you. Welcome to your new zoo. Your new forever home. Oh well, the tortoises. They're actually okay, I think, yeah. As you can see, they have way too much space, but I think they can make it to the food. Hopefully, without dying. Yep, 2 other species. Might be able to squeeze something small in here. Let's see. There's just a lot of animals here that I normally would not use in a zoo like this. So how about some macaques? Those shouldn't need too much space because they just need a lot of trees. I love how exhibit animal is our most popular animal right now. That tells you how good our zoo is. It's absolute crap. Actually, we'll have to do a small wall here. No. I don't know exactly how much space they'll need, but it shouldn't be much more than this, really. Because the only thing they'll need a lot of is ground space. Not ground space, space on trees. And thankfully, we can just place those everywhere. Okay, let's see how big this is. 716. How much do macaques need? 300. Perfect. Grade 2, grade 1 climb proof over 2 meters. That would indeed apply to this fence. I think they don't like glass though, so let's just use wood and make it non-climbable. That was the wrong side. You know, it's always 50-50. Someday you'll manage. There we go. And we'll just add glass paneling, which usually makes the animals a lot less antsy and a lot more happy. And your visitors can see just as much. There we go. But we might want to get some more stuff. If we have the money. But we're rich, we're okay. There they are. Let's get another caretaker. The mechanic. Did I place that one? Yeah. And another vet. So one of the mechanics can do research. Let's just get barriers, that's useful. And we'll have her research on some other animal. Then we'll place our macaques once... Did I? Yeah. I apparently have a very short-term memory. This should hopefully be enough macaques for them to not get pissed at me. Ah, right, now it's daytime. Let's see if I can take some nice screenshots of our bison herd. Yep, I can. Perfect. I'm sorry that you guys always have to wait these 5 seconds for me to actually take the screenshots, but I find it that they look a lot better if I do it like this, instead of just taking a picture out of the actual video. And there we go. Let's wait for our macaques. They should be delivered any second now. Perfect. They're so fluffy. Oh well. There. Fluffy little creatures. However, they absolutely hate the place. So let's change that. They do want more snow. They do have a minimum need for snow. So now we're gonna do the exact opposite of what we've done with our tortoises, and actually give them coolers. Need to wait for them to work to actually see how well they work and how big the radius is. I think 13 should work, yeah. Down here we'll do 12. Is that gonna affect the... That's fine. That seems alright. Because now we can just go in here and put snow everywhere. Now, snow will actually only stay in areas that are cold enough. It's not just like any other terrain paint. You do need to have the right weather for snow to work, as you can see here. If it's too warm, there won't be any snow. So we're gonna start off with the plants these animals want, for a very simple reason. And that is that trees can be climbables. So, for example, if we place down this tree, just as a simple showcase, and then we click on one of these animals. Okay, this one actually isn't climbable, goddammit. But some trees are climbable. So the animals will accept it as climbing space. And so I personally prefer doing these things first. And then moving on to other things, because... Well, yeah, if they have trees they can climb, you need to place less less climbables for them to play with. So I usually try to get a fair amount of trees in there. Fair amount of things they can play around with. Wonder if any of that counts. Let's see. Yeah, see. We almost completely covered their need for climbing. It's gonna go up a bit when we place more animals, but even so, this makes our life a lot easier because we don't have to put in like 1,000 climbable objects. Which can become a real pain, you know. All you want to do is make a nice habitat, but they need so many climbables. Guess still think the tickets are underpriced. Okay, fair enough. If you want to pay more, pay more. So now all we need is here. Japanese macaques. Where are you? Some good toys for them. Oh, this is for the... Here. Can anyone else use this? The Timberwolf also uses it. Nope, they won't. Okay. Close enough. Water. And a feeding platform. Now monkeys will always have feeding platforms, such as this one. You can just place them on the ground, but you can also place them higher up. So that was the wrong freaking habitat. Look at that. You can also place them higher up so that the animals will have to climb to get to them. If you want to. It's up to you. Okay. Yeah, they didn't get a sprinkler because I placed it in the wrong habitat. Monkeys generally need a lot of toy enrichments, so just, you know, be prepared for that. And because there's so many of them, they'll want a lot of hard shelter. Now what I do is I make the Tower of China, literally, by just stacking a bunch of things, which also counts as climbing space, but yeah. They won't always accept that. But it gives them climbing space, so why not? There we go. Oh, one of them was injured. I'm just gonna place a lot of these in hopes of actually giving them enough space to hide. For some animals you don't need a lot, and then there's animals like these macaques where like 1,000 buildings probably won't be enough. But I'll just pop in a lot because they can use them as climbing objects as well. Okay, more screens. I'm not sure if this zoo actually rates how well educated our guests are, but it always helps to have education boards put up, along with the eternal donation boxes. There we go. Okay, what's next? One more habitat species and that's it. Okay. Yeah, so as I said, this is like the first actual scenario, so it's not too difficult. It's just the basics of actually getting you used to the game and teaching you how to play. Well, why not put the last one here, really? Could use this space for some more exhibits. Just lead this to the water a little. There we go. Can you please connect normally? Thanks. Let's see, what can we get? Could get lowland gorillas, but not really. Crocodiles would need water access. Actually, let's get some sable antelopes. They don't really fit the terrain, but whatever. I think 3 should be enough. Some animals, such as macaques, have like huge requirements when it comes to how many animals you need. So you'll need like 8 or 10 of them. But thankfully, there's not that many of those. So usually if you have like a male and 3 females, you'll be fine. There. Oh, just research. I was confused right now. Boa constrictor it is. But yeah, once we move these in, we'll have finished the silver level, so that's not particularly difficult either. Perfect, I'm at 50 minutes of recording, so it's gonna work quite well.
I hate to sound jealous, but I'm hearing from the staff there that they prefer working for you over me. I can understand it, though. You've built a fine place for them. I'll have to up my game back here, won't I? In fact, it's settled. I'm buying all my staff Cosmic Cow
Yay.
ice cream.